world, he appears to be intelligent, a loving husband, the perfect father, and a man with charm. Meanwhile, on the inside, he is a mass manipulator, a calculated killer, and someone who is detached from emotion. Welcome to the world of a sociopath. Roughly 1 in 25 Americans is a sociopath, according to Harvard psychologist Dr. Martha Scott, the author of Sociopath Next Door. First, we are going to explore the definition of what a sociopath is, the signs of a sociopath, and later we will discuss the dangers of living with a sociopath. What is a sociopath? A sociopath is a person with antisocial personality disorder. Probably the most recognized and biggest diagnostic problem. A sociopath is often well-liked, he has charm and high charisma, and often very intelligent. We all know the well-known sociopath Ted Bundy, who was an American serial killer, rapist, kidnapper, and a person who murdered numerous young women. There are many signs to identify a possible sociopath. We will only discuss 4. Keep in mind, no one besides a doctor can officially diagnose a sociopath, but I will begin to bring awareness. The first sign of a possible sociopath is if the person is a mass manipulator. Sociopaths often lie just for the sake of lying. According to the professor Dr. Stout. The second sign of a possible sociopath is exhibiting a lack of empathy. They don't really have the need for emotional. It's him. He's sitting over there laughing.
Well, you can't worry about him. You need to just try to concentrate. When you know you've been 4 minutes up.
I'm gonna cut it out.
Shit.
The second sign of a possible sociopath is exhibiting a lack of empathy. They don't really know the meaning of emotion. Sociopaths they have no feelings. They don't like to get attached to people. They don't like to show love, things of that sort. They want things to go their way at all times. Another sign of sociopath is extreme impulsivity. Meaning that they get very explosive over little things. The simplest thing can set them off. They'll become very violent in a violent rage. The 4th sign of a possible sociopath is the predatory stares. Most sociopaths, they like to make eye contact. They do not like to lose eye contact. They like to make eye contact. And it's kind of in a predatory stare. Sociopaths are unfazed by the unruptive eye contact. The failure to look away politely is also perceived as being aggressive and seductive. Now, we're going to move on to the dangers of living with a sociopath. When living with a sociopath, there are many different dangers. A sociopath, like I said, is very impulsive. That alone can cause problems. The simplest thing can set them off. Ultimately, it can become fatal. Another disadvantage of living with a sociopath is they can ruin you financially and emotionally. Sociopaths are also very known to not have any care in the world when it comes to financial and emotional attachments. So to them, money is nothing. They tend to jump from one thing to another. They don't really know what they want to do. So being with someone who's a sociopath can ultimately ruin you emotionally or financially. The last disadvantage of living with a sociopath is, we're going to move on to getting help. Okay, so when you're living, if you think a possible sociopath is living with you, or you know someone who's a sociopath, the best thing to do is to get help. Now you may not have to leave them. I don't recommend you to leave them, but and other professors and doctors recommend you to leave the sociopath. But what you can do is there's different people that you can go to and talk to them. Even though it's very known and studies have been done that if someone is a sociopath, it's not nothing that